Oh, I didn't see you there. Just shooting some rounds from my airsoft gun. Yeah, I'm sorry that the episode of the podcast was late, but you know, we all make mistakes. I had one weird schedule, so things aren't gonna be exactly on time. Hope you enjoy.
Start us off, Scott. Start us strong.
Okay. Oh, we're starting!
Yes, you're right. Now, who are you?
Yeah, we are.
Hi,
Well,
welcome to the podcast. My name's Jim.
Hi, welcome to the podcast. My name is also Jim.
Hi, welcome to the podcast, and my name is Colin.
Wow, that's not funny.
Jim, stop lying about your name online.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, you
Well,
guys
that's a
had
bizarre
some
start to
topics
it.
for us today, and it's not going to require me to talk as much because you guys are the ones knowledgeable about this, in particular you, Colin. So, tell us about the new book and movie that you wanted to inform everyone about.
Can you hear that in the background?
I only know they're coming out. Okay, I know nothing about anything else about them.
Okay, well, it seems I have a bit more information. It's a new book from the Twilight universe. Apparently going to be called Midnight Sun, and that's all I care about. It's Twilight, so why should I really care? Dime a dozen, really. And you know, High School Musical 4, that's coming out. That's
like
certainly
2021.
Well, I think it's going to be coming out in 2020.
No, like one.
That's way off. Well, January, February, March, April. Yeah, that is way off. But you know, hey, you gotta deal with it the way you have to do it. Well, those topics weren't very substantial. Now, were they? Hopefully, mine will be a bit more substantial. I was currently watching a video about what I'm Alex said about Paris Hilton to Charlie D'Amelio, of all people. That was going to be an interesting bucket if I had finished the video. Though I'm not going to really talk about it. Though I have two other things to talk about. Scott, you probably know about one, and you guys probably don't know about the other.
I'm interested.
So one is about another person on Twitch saying something about money.
Well, didn't Destiny get banned?
Yeah, Destiny did get banned. You are right about that. He got banned. I think it was for a different reason, though. I think it's because, blah, 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 blah.
Wait, he got banned again?
Okay, so he got banned. Damn, I can't even remember. Why did he get banned?
Never can I.
He showed some explicit content. Really funny coming from Destiny, after everything he's been doing. But it's about an ex-Viner, Amanda Cerny. Ex-Viner, ex-porn star, that sort of thing.
Ooh.
She said if she didn't get 500 subs, she was not going to commit to a streaming.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so that was very fun to not watch live because
I also did not watch it live. I watched a video about it.
I mean, I'm not going to watch anything
know.
live that involves a woman. I'm kidding, of course. The same applies for men too.
Hold up. I just remembered something. I remember one time this guy donated someone like $30,000, and they were just like, you know, that's great and all, but it'd be great if you donated $1 million.
I think that was sarcasm, Scott.
Sure it was. It's Twitch.
Okay.
Also, I have some
then,
sad
I guess the
news.
second
We did not reach 10 subscribers, thus I cannot show you my clock.
I thought we had 12.
We have
Scott.
7.
Or no. Don't say we, because that's kind of cringe. Well, so it's a lot like with the Invader V. In fact, it's exactly like the Invader V situation, except we know that she is substantially more popular with millions of followers on Instagram and other social medias. And that really shows a funny thing, how out of those millions of followers, not a single Not 500 of them apparently didn't even, sub to her Twitch channel. And that's very funny. Because it shows even they don't want to pay for her content. So, when I watched that, I cracked a few lol W's, and I went on with my day. And then I watched a video that talks about a topic that I'm very have a very ill reputation in, which is more anime, as you guys know.
What, you happy?
And you two, I know, are the resident experts on that sort of subject.
No,
Yeah,
Scott.
it's just me.
Right.
It's just me.
It's just you? Okay, well, never mind then. It's about a certain game that has not come out for about 6 years now, despite constantly being updated by a dev who is either very critical of his own work or is retarded, without, a better word. It's Yandere Dev. I think I said that right. And, that's very interesting. There's a lot of stuff coming out about that recently. And, well, more COVID-19 news. Apparently, the White House is even getting hit by the COVID-19 storm. Ivanka Trump, her assistant, got hit, and, concerns are growing. Pence had an aide who...
Stay inside, people.
Well, unfortunately, Pence is the, the head guy for this, so I don't think he can, stay indoors.
Yeah, Elon Musk named his kid Kyle.
Oh, yeah, Elon did name his kid Kyle in the most extra way possible. He used Greek letters, the strange AE symbol, and then A1, which just means L. And then he used something else. No, he didn't. Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I can't remember. And
That
you
is
know
a
what?
cool way to name your son.
Elon Musk. Yeah, but
symbol,
like, no,
A12.
people are gonna be like, who, what, how are we supposed to say this name? And then he's just gonna be like, dude, my name literally just means Kyle. Okay, so yeah, it's the X, it's the K, it's the key, Chi of the Greek alphabet. Then it's the I, which apparently is just whatever, and then A12 was L, or rather, L. Yeah, that worked. So that was fun to listen to. Really, nothing happened this week.
Bad week.
I've been watching videos of Michael Reeves tasing people. Oh, I guess another thing is that, we're finally coming out of the, or some people are finally coming out of, quarantine.
Not us.
So that's nice. Well, not us. XQC got, tips from, or uploaded clips to YouTube of him, getting lessons from a grandmaster chess player, and disappointing him in the process.
There's a for the beaches in a pyramid costume.
Oh, I do know of one thing.
Hmm?
The Suzy Lou lawsuit.
Oh, I have not
Suzy
heard
Lou
of
had
this.
all of her stuff taken off. She had all of her stuff taken off of Patreon, and then she got a bunch of her YouTube videos deleted. At the time of this, I think the median
May
number
9th,
of the amount of
2020.
4 million views. Well,
Did I just say 2020?
yes, we're in the future.
Yes,
I'm having stroke.
But I mean, she lost about 4 million views, as of my knowledge. It might be more at this point. In videos, which could mean a whole range of things. Possibly dozens of videos are now gone to the ether for better. And the anime companies, they're the third parties who struck it. And she tried to lie about it by saying it was a troll, even though the only way you can, I think, copy strike something is if you're a corporation that has that ability. You can DMCA something as a regular person, but you can actually what is it? I can't copy strike it. So wait, I'm gonna look this up. Can regular people? You guys can talk about something else while I'm doing this.
Go on to get a topic.
No, I don't.
Just talk.
Just-
Just
Okay,
be
well,
yourselves.
let's talk.
Don't be yourselves.
So, Colin, I probably should have told you this. We're
Um,
having a guest on next week.
So who are having
Jake. Yes,
Cuddle?
have fun. Yes.
Oh my god.
Is going to be chaos.
Yeah, it is going to be chaos. Are
Well,
we having
maybe-
one every 3 weeks?
I guess every 3 weeks we have someone.
Or every month? Or one every month?
I think a DMCA is the stuff that's in the company's hands, not the other way around. Well, it doesn't matter. But basically, she lied, and then people were like, well, no, only a corporation can do these things. So it's obvious it was the anime companies that she was stealing off of. So now she's in a whole heap of trouble. And then people didn't hack her website, but her website security was so crappy that people were able to figure out who her host is, and apparently it's a host that ignores DMCAs, which, yes, that means DMCAs are what the corporations can do. So, and it's the second most well-known host that does this. So she's completely brain dead, trying to obviously, hide from, the DMCA, which doesn't even protect her, just means that the company won't, take down the videos. So, or the host provider won't take down the videos. So, if she goes behind bars, I mean, that's a victory for all of us.
Obama says coronavirus response has been a chaotic disaster. This is going to be an interesting thing to read.
I'd rather not get into that because that's just going to become political. But let's do it anyway.
Welcome to the podcast. What people say you shouldn't do, we do.
Maybe not exactly. But I think that the coronavirus response was maybe not chaotic, but it was certainly disorganized and not handled to the most extreme care that I personally believe it should have been taken to. But due to the fact that we were blissfully unaware of what the virus could possibly do, due to the fact that sources were contradictory and not quite as helpful as they probably should have been, and how people in power on both sides of this political spectrum did not take it as seriously as they should have. With Nancy Pelosi making some statements about what people should do, Trump downplaying it.
Didn't someone say that coronavirus happened because Trump was in power?
Probably. People probably said that it's a ploy by the Democrats. It's really
it's a bioweapon, clearly.
Political motive. I mean,
China needed to do population control somehow,
Okay, Colin, about that. To say it's definitely more than just a severe common cold.
Yeah.
It's fundamentally different than that. Mainly because we don't, have anything that sort of combats it to an extreme scale or effective scale yet. So, hopefully we all figure that out soon. Not we, as in us.
Yes, us three are going
brainless.
to make it the coronavirus cure.
But
we're too dumb for that. All right, but
well, you two, speak for yourselves.
What's 1 + 1 again?
I don't know. Just ask Colin. He'll probably
Seven.
be able to count it on fingers.
2?
That's it.
I don't
11.
know.
But I'd say personally, I was a bit disappointed with the response by the coronavirus. Though I think that how we are handling it right now is, while not the best, is passable.
It's not the best, but it could be very much worse.
Well, yeah, most things can be very much worse. That wasn't what I was saying.
Unlike this
saying that
podcast.
from what I expected. Yeah, this has just been a downward spiral the entire time. But beyond that, I'd say in our current position, because I think the way it's going to work is that we're going to so what's going to happen is that we're going to be put in quarantine because a bunch of people get infected. The number's going to go down. More tests are going to come out. The number's going to spike again because more people are now confirmed to have it. They're going to be like, oh, prolong the thing because a lot more people are infected. It's sort of a false positive at that point because then you're like, yes, these people have been infected. That doesn't necessarily mean they're newly infected. Just means now that we've confirmed that they are indeed positive for it, they just jump up into that number instead of, being, non-denominators. Because we obviously have those we know aren't and those we have suspicions of. And, like, for example, people who haven't been tested, they're suspicious. Those who have been tested and aren't positive, not suspicious. And then those who have tested positive, they're the issue. And hopefully, because already some have been doing it, hopefully no politicians or, corporations try and, hose in on, this new market and, atmosphere. What do you guys have to say about that?
I just spaced
Hey,
out.
sorry, I zoned out.
Okay. Oh, were you guys just listening to me then? I was
Oh no,
background noise right
I was
there.
actually paying attention, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go do something real quick.
Yes. But, I mean, there was, I think it was Florida. It was just a bunch of abuse of power going on. And, there's definitely a lot of talks about, like, should the government have, more control over what the states do in this regard. Because it's, like, completely, like, disjointed. Because you have what the federal government is saying to do. You have the 50 different states doing their own thing. And then you have the local governments in each of those, state counties and such doing their own thing. And then you have the individual people. And then, then you have the individual people making their own decisions in their households. So
It's fucking chaos.
It's not entirely chaos
by no
yet. There's
means
no
like
nukes.
chaos. Well, that's not what I mean. I mean, there's still some semblance of hierarchy there. And yes, there's certain things that state governments have to follow from the feds, and some things that the local governments have to take from the state government, and so on and so forth. That's why everyone isn't just doing, some states are doing absolutely nothing while others are. Every state has to do something by, order of, the federal government. And, for keeping their own interests intact. So, I mean, was the response to the coronavirus
Not entirely.
bad? Yes, to an extent. Well, yes, to an extent. Is the response to it right now good? Yes, to an extent. It's all dependent on what you personally wanted the country to do. And can I understand why they reacted the way they did? Yes. Can I be angry with the fact that they responded the way they did? Yes. Do simply constantly complain that the federal government has screwed everyone over and that we should immediately end all restrictions or have a sudden max exodus back into, normal society, you're just asking for trouble at that point. Do I think that we should be unquarantined and put into a sort of, mixture of the two where social distancing is still in effect, but, non-essential workers are able to get back to their jobs? Absolutely. I just want what's best for, the future of the country rather than the happiness of the people. Because
I mean, some are non-essential businesses are already opening back up. Like my work is already open, but
Well,
I'm not
When
going
ice is
back to it
back
as of
up.
yet.
well, you're a kid, so I understand why they wouldn't want you there. You're basically just a walking,
No, they just don't have enough work.
biohazard.
They just don't have enough work for us.
Yeah, because people aren't going out. They're following the social distancing, which is good.
I mean, I mean, we have to go out to them, but
Well, yeah, but people still don't want to interact with others, and that's going to be an issue for a while until it just isn't. That's just how society works. We go through these tough times where people are just like, wow, wow, our entire way of life is going to completely change. And then after a while, it's radical change, and then that sort of like shifts into, minor change to, fix the problem, but nothing really all too substantial. That is a really weird looking map of the flag, or not flag, of the U.S. Especially when you're blocking Florida, the U.S. looks very weird.
What?
But sorry, I was just talking to myself.
so guys, what's your favorite
What?
country?
What was that?
What's your favorite country?
Russia.
Tuvalu.
Mine's Vermont.
Oh god. Oh.
Vermont was technically a country.
And so was
Yes, but your
Texas.
statement was in the.
And so
Okay.
was Florida.
Florida is still its own country.
Okay. Now.
I refuse to accept that Florida
Okay.
is part of the United States of
It's its own
America.
wasteland. Okay, so your full statement there. What is your favorite country? That implies that it is currently existing.
Yeah. If you're gonna
Okay.
ask that, then I'm going to
Okay,
say
okay.
Czechoslovakia.
Yes, the Czechs and
Slavs
the.
fell in
Okay, what's your
1999.
favorite country of all time?
Okay, you know what? That was a stupid thing. That was a stupid statement. Every country has its own problems. U.S. all the way. But
North Korea #1.
That's true. We don't want to get shot.
actually, sorry, Madagascar. I don't even think people live there. Except
People
for the
live there.
natives.
It's so hard to like infect and play games.
But this has been a really dry week. This is really all that can be said is coronavirus and all of that, and more Twitch drama and Destiny getting banned. That's really it. I guess we could just talk about other things that isn't about the day to day. Talk about more personal things. I've been having to do school stuff, having to do Zoom calls like you two have, and I've been working on a performance for
Oh, you're the Pride and Passionist.
the
I
ITS.
had a stroke. Help.
I've only done one class so far.
Yeah, been blowing the tuba a little bit, but not too much. Really just been keeping it warm.
I've not touched my instrument since I brought it home.
I mean, what is she even want us to do? Or has she not told you guys anything? Because I missed the thing. The Zoom call.
Like what?
Like I'm asking
Oh yeah,
Scott.
it's just
What's
fun.
trivia?
Yeah.
Oh, it was just have fun.
But no, we do have stuff to turn in for
Is that it?
band.
Yeah, like what? I need to know this.
Just go on School J.
Oh well, yeah, but I don't want to do it.
We have a thing that we were supposed to start at the start of this thing.
Which was
basically like a checklist thing.
I'll tell you what we have to do.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go check it myself then. Okay, well, it looks like we're all doing our own thing right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've looked at it on Schoology, but I mean, it's just
Phase 2, high school. Okay, I can't. Okay, never mind. I have. So there's theory. There's 7.
Oh, okay. No, I understand. No, I've been unintentionally been doing the work because I've moved everything onto something else. But you
Well,
know,
it's completed.
I don't know what you said right there. But I think that's really all.
I have to do 10 activities for band.
Huh?
I have to do 10 activities for band. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
11.
That doesn't seem that bad.
Come on, you're in one band class. Oh, you're in.
Oh wait, yeah.
But I'm
Scott,
gonna
you're
win
in
on.
too. So you have to do more than that. Well, you know, yeah, just gotta deal with it. You gotta live, you gotta live and more. But you know, that's really all
It
that
really
can be
has
said. This
been.
week
Nothing
has
has
been
happened.
boring. Yeah. Well, I guess one thing is that the Misfits. They did something with Michael Reeves with a robot surgeon that the Dr. Frankenstein of the YouTube world
They
created.
did surgery on a grape.
That's a funny video. You should go watch it. Yeah, no, that's basically it. Except, it's a very violent video.
I need to
You should
rewatch
watch
it.
it. It's very funny, very funny. But yeah, I think that's
This
really
is a
it that can
quick
be said.
episode.
Do you guys have anything you want to talk about? It's gonna be a quick episode because this has been a very quick week.
We should go ahead and do something.
Don't even think
No,
about
I'm gonna
running to my
drive to your
house and
house
doing
and
something.
drive to Colin's house.
I guess another thing is that have you seen the new
What?
Seth Zintatch? The new Seth Zintatch video. That was fun to watch. Too Mad has been doing his
streaming every
own
night.
thing. Usually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has been, hasn't he? But
Oh yeah, wasn't Too Mad's house shot at?
Oh,
I guess we
yeah,
have something to
well,
talk about now.
Yeah, his house is getting shot at by. Yeah, well, it's not very much to talk about. Yeah, his house was getting shot at with BB guns, and they kept doing it, so it wasn't the first time.
Yeah,
But
they've shot it on
I'm
stream.
pretty sure. So
Punch a jug coop just right that your neighbors start
that's
shooting
just,
at your
like,
house. It's the
very
K-pop stands. That's who's
jerk
shooting
thing
at
to do.
his house.
Oh yeah, well, actually no, they're not manly. They don't have enough
America,
testosterone to hold up the gun.
It's the game. Is it fireworks or is it gunshots?
Where does Too Mad live?
Well, is he live? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Let's check.
Have you guys ever played the game before?
Huh? What?
Have you played the game? Is it fireworks or is it gunshots?
I don't live in.
I don't live in
so
South
no.
Detroit.
We do it all. I do it all the time over
I'll
here.
have to ask right about that one.
Okay, well, I'm a complete retard.
Yes, he's been banned on
Yeah, I know. Why did he get banned again?
I gotta check my inbox. He is not live right now.
Yeah, why do you get banned? Hell no.
He posted a screenshot of his unavailable Twitch channel and informed us since he had been banned from streaming platform. Exactly why he got banned is still unknown, but several thought it was because because he went on Omega.
Wait, what? You're not allowed to do that?
You're not allowed to do that, apparently. Apparently, that's what people are thinking.
They sell the dicks.
No. Probably something like
Wait, apparently
Probably
it's been
something.
this way since April 23rd. January, February, March, April, May.
probably something good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and this was April of last year.
My phone's at 69%.
Epic. Well, that's a
was
topic didn't
75.
really investigate or really didn't invoke much more discussion. But, hey, quick video, not
Or
much
more
idea
editing,
from you, Scott,
depending on how I decide to take this.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
true.
Hold on.
If he wants to make it short, yeah, he's got to do a lot of editing.
Well, just got to deal with some things the way you got to deal with
Yeah,
them. That's really
this
all
was a short one.
happened for the past. Yeah, Karens are returning to the wild. The world is healing. Because we're finally seeing Karens back in their natural habitats.
Okay, I was hoping you'd say
The
the kitchen.
McDonald's drive-through. No, they've left that. That
No.
was where they go for the winter.
Their natural habitat is like any store that has a
You
manager.
can't even manager, right?
Yeah, I guess something we didn't say really too much last.
Oh yeah,
time
Leafy
that
is back.
Leafy is back.
He uploaded a video about Caterina.
I know.
I
I'm looking
watched
at it
the
right
premiere
now,
of
and
it.
I'm not even going to be bothered to watch it.
It was pretty good.
How is it? How is
Dude,
it?
he slid into her DMs hoping to get some of that nice puss.
Well, that's used.
That's exactly what he said.
There, so I mean. Well, you know what? Damn, I guess I'm too much like him. Well, I'd say that's enough for today, boys. I've been
Jim, otherwise known as
Jacob.
Scott.
I'm also known as Jim sometimes, also otherwise known as Colin.
Yeah, I don't know where you got
caught
this whole
yourself
Jim
at the
thing
beginning,
from.
So I don't know why your story changed. Well, see ya.
Hold on.
I mean,
Before we end this, we need to get 3 more
boys.
subscribers so I can show my massive clock.
Boy.